Okay, everybody. Those of you who've been watching me for a while knows what this last song means. Go get your drinks, go get your snacks, and if you have to, go get that green. Apparently, y'all want blood for the blood gods, and me and Tipster to be fighting. You know, I don't know, a little bit of that might happen. But let's go.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
What's up, y'all? This damn light getting on my nerves like it does every single live stream. There we go. Matt Pitt, toxic chat. My chat is not toxic, sir. Matter of fact, I have a good Christian mingle chat. Hello? Lead by example. Good Christian mingle. Thank you very much. Anyway, how y'all doing tonight? Everybody doing good? I'm quiet. The hell? Am I quiet? I am not quiet. I am almost peeking my mic. That is not me. Amber Chick, we are toxic as fuck. we can be. We definitely can be. The music was probably loud compared to. Okay, so tonight, okay, remember when I used to do the podcast where I would bring someone on and I would record it and, you know, and then release it out to everybody? I suck at recording stuff. I am more of a natural talker with, like, a stage of people listening to me. You know, I suck at recordings. It takes me like a half an hour to even get ready because I get so nervous about recording. I'm a live streamer. I can't help it. So I decided I want to start doing this more, get more creators. And I figured the first person that I would want on here is Tipster, because Tipster and I have gone from adamantly hating each other. I'm talking hate. We hated each other. So petty behind the scenes and everything, hated each other, to we're friends now. And I just thought it would be an interesting conversation. And, you know, and those of you who don't know who Tipster is or whatever, you know, we can, y'all can find out. So let's get to it. All right, I'm joining now. Hello.
Hello there, beautiful. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fan-fucking-tastic.
All right, let me turn you up a little bit. Or actually, no. Actually, I think I know exactly what it is. Hold on.
Okie doke.
Yeah, it's my fault. All right, say something now.
Howdy. How
Yeah,
you
there
doing?
you go. You're good now.
Sweet.
Okay, I have to admit, I guess some people don't know we're getting along now, because some of my people who have been with me since the beginning, they're like, wait a minute, you're having Tipster on?
To be fair, things were pretty heated back in those days, weren't they?
Dude, you kicked me out of your fucking chat for saying one thing in an hour and a half.
What was the line? Is that the Xylie?
Yeah,
Something like that?
It was this. Is that the Xylie in the chat right now? Xylie, can you confirm that's you? Oh, yeah, because I clipped that shit. Best believe.
Yeah. I did. You confirmed it, and I banned that ass.
You did, and it was funny because when you said it, I was thinking to myself, I just started laughing immediately, going, I know where this is going. So do I lie or do I tell the truth? And I said, fuck it, I'm telling the truth. Yes, it is. Bye.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's just funny. If I remember right, this was after the infamous, the one that you get mad that I quote every time, your whole comment about there's no good Latino representation in the commentary community. That was after that, right?
Oh no, it was way after that. And you held that grudge with me forever, Mr.
I did, dude.
Yeah, okay, but let me tell you something about this teddy bear right here, okay? Mr. I don't know what's going on. He was watching me the whole entire time, okay?
Well, you would, like, to be fair, I may not have liked you at the time, but like you did have some good coverage on some different topics and stuff. So I would like tune in, but I remember tuning in during that one and hearing you like say that, and I'm like, this fucking bitch right here.
It's okay. Even after you banned me, I hate watched your channel too. And actually, a lot of it was a hate watch.
Let's
I liked
go.
your coverage too.
There you go, dude. So we like secretly liked each other, but we fronted that we hated each other.
Oh my God, that was crazy. Oh, we hated each other. That big ass fight we had on fucking Twitter. And then, I don't know, it's just crazy. And now we're friends. I mean, I consider you one of my friends, you know?
You guys heard that, okay? She said she hated me, but she actually liked me. Just like everyone, she wanted the tip.
Okay, listen, I'm not that fucking desperate, okay? This is not a goth mommy, all right? This is not a goth mommy.
I was just gonna say that. Let's be clear here. Like, you're not even on the menu. You're not a goth mommy.
No. Okay? Yeah, Mister, I went on Edwin's chat and talked some shit. As soon as you got out of a call with me, went and talked some shit. And I couldn't get in there because I'm not in that Discord. And I was told not to go in that Discord.
was it really shit talking or was it trolling? It was trolling.
Oh, it was trolling. It was trolling.
Yeah.
But then I decided I'm going to get you on my channel. I'm going to troll your ass back.
Hey, I'm ready for it. I'm fucking ready for it, dude. Give me hell. I seen people in the chat. They wanted blood for the blood god, so let's give it to them.
I'm going to be honest with you, Tipster. I don't know if I can fight with you now.
Oh, am I like a challenging adversary?
Well,
is that what's going on here?
Well, what it is you would have to really, really fuck up with me. And honestly, now, if you fucked up with me publicly, then yeah, publicly, I'm going to scorn your ass. But if you fucked up with me, like, privately, then I'm going to blow your ass up in the DMs and not leak them. Mind you. I would blow your ass up in the DMs. I can't fight with you like we used to.
Damn. I feel like we could, if we tried hard enough, we could find something to fight about.
Maybe. I don't know. But I did miss that. That Twitter fight was pretty damn epic. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
sure.
Twitter fights actually can be fun some. Tipster be Xylie boxing mat. Oh no. Oh no. Tipster
No,
whoop
no,
my
I've already
ass.
gone on I've already gone on record to say I want Papa Gut. People keep saying for me to box Diorio. I want Papa Gut in a ring. Let's go.
I'm gonna be honest. I would pay to see that. I would
Yeah.
pay to see you and Papa Gut fighting in a ring.
Papa Gut, let's go, buddy. Two fat dudes in a ring. Let's fucking do it, dude.
And then y'all can fight. Y'all can fight over who the women love more. I mean, because Papa Gut swears that women love him too.
I don't know. Go to any one of my streams. There's a lot of ladies in the chat, so I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, from what I hear, there's a lot of women that watch him too.
Wait, Papa Gut is 6'4"? I guess you can't tell because he just sits on his ass the whole stream or whatever. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, you kind of sit on your ass on your stream too.
No, like sometimes I get animated. I be dancing and shit. You've seen the infamous twerking clip, I'm sure.
Yes. Is he 6'4" though? How tall are you, Tip?
I'm 5'10".
See, that's not too bad. My
Yeah.
husband is 6'4". My husband's a big old dude. He's like a full foot taller than me. Oh
Hell yeah.
man. So I listened to the podcast she did on oh god, what's the name of it with Matt Pitt and Toxic and all them?
Oh, the now recording?
Yes. And that was
a good
really
one.
good. Thank you, Cringy, for the 179.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Cringy. She's a homegirl.
Oh, I love Cringy. Cringy's been my
That's
baby
good.
for a very long time. A matter of fact, me and her got in a fight at one point, but then we made up. I always get
Is
in fights
that
with
how
people.
you get all your friends? You just fight with people and then they become friends over time?
I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's been a couple of people I didn't fight with and we just became friends, but, you know, I tend to piss people off with my personality. My personality is either you love me or you hate me.
Which, by the way, anytime we talk about the fact that we're like buddy-buddy now, we weren't always buddy-buddy, we have to give a shout-out to our boy Willie Mack, who made the fact that we even talk today possible.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Willie Mack was the one, like, I don't remember what the conversation was, but you came up in conversation and I had expressed that, like, you know, you and me, we didn't get along or whatever. And he's like, nah, dude, Xylie, she's like cool, dude. Like, what's the deal? And then he like talked me into like giving you another go. So
Yeah, and then you followed me on Twitter, and it was funny because you followed me, and I checked that shit like 6 times going, wait a minute, is he lost? Did he make a wrong turn somewhere? Like, why is he following me? So I'm like, I took a day to process that.
she
and I
had
was
to fucking process the fact that I followed her on Twitter. Like, wait, what's going on here? Is this some kind of op or something?
Yeah,
what's
I'm
the
like,
deal?
okay, what's going on? Well, you gotta think that's how bad we hate each other. So then I messaged him, and I'm
No,
like,
no, to be fair, to be clear, I've never opt anyone. All right, you really got to make that fucking clear.
well,
dude.
yeah, no, and I get that, and I understand that. Although I will say, and I know not by you, and not because under your orders or anything, but during the time we hated each other, I had people coming into my DMs trying to op on me over you, wanting me to
I
talk
hate that
shit.
Guys, like, I hate when people do that shit, dude. It's the most, like, I had something like that recently where like some people that are like from my friend circle or whatever were engaging in like really cringy shit like that, and then like I take the heat for that, and it's like, bro, like I didn't even know they were doing this. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
hate
I
that so
literally
much.
had people in my DMs wanting me to talk shit about you, and you know, I'm old and bitter, so I'm sitting here thinking I don't trust anybody, so fuck this shit, and I didn't say anything. Because I'm like, they're not catching me up. So then I messaged you, and I was like, I come in peace. I think we had some kind of miscommunication or something like that. I said something like that, and like, I would really like to talk to you. And then we ended up, you know, getting in a call, and a couple people were there, which I don't blame you for that. And we straightened everything out.
Yeah,
And
It
we've
was a
been
good call.
friends. And we've been friends. I
Yep,
can't believe
yep.
it.
She's like this close to becoming a member of the harem, like so close.
Let me okay, listen. This bitch is not gonna be in no damn harem. One, I don't share. I'm not about that life. And secondly, I'm top bitch. Okay.
Look,
Just
Xylie,
saying.
let me explain something to you. If there's anything I know, it's women, and I know a beautiful Puerto Rican goddess when I see one. All right.
You and Dave both. Dave talked about putting me in the copious harem, and I'm like, no.
You know what? That's what the boxing match needs to be. Me And fucking Dead on Dave need to fight over Xylie's honor.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yep.
I
Let's
will
do it.
I will
Dave,
say-
you heard me, dude. Let's go.
Dave, you have been officially challenged.
Yep.
You have been
Look, she's
officially
blushing.
challenged.
She's blushing. I see the
I
fucking
am not
screen.
blushing.
You are blushing so hard right now.
I am hot, and I can't cut on my fan because I don't want everybody to hear my fan. Okay, I'm old. Leave me alone.
She's blushing, Chad.
I knew Tipster has a harem. He might look. Skip, you see the knives, right? Skip got come out of look. Skip got the knives out for you. Skip's gonna cut your ass.
She's just mad because she's not in it yet. In due time, Skip. In due time.
I will kill you over Skip. I will tell you now. I will kill you over Skip. Kill you. No, but it's funny. You and oh god, you and Dave are so funny when it comes to me. I love Dave though. But yeah, Willie Mack, you know, that's one thing I really appreciate about Willie Mack. He is one of those type of dudes that honestly, I feel like he's one of those type of dudes that if you don't like him, something's wrong with you because he's always trying to be a peacemaker.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Him and Matt Pitt lately, they're the peacemakers in the community right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I like both those guys, especially when Matt Pitt called me an old bitch and thought I wasn't going to pop back into the call.
Oh my god, I remember that. You were instantly like right back in that call when he said that.
I said goodbye to everybody. We were on Dave's stream. I said goodbye to everybody, and everybody said bye, and I clicked out, and then I clicked back on the stream to listen to it, and then I heard Matt Pitt call me an old bitch. I said, oh, hell no. I came back in there, and I was like, Matt Pitt, you call me an old bitch? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, you right. And I left again, asshole.
Yeah, it's funny because like you ain't just the old bitch, you're the busted old bitter bitch. Did I get it right this morning?
No, I am the I am the old busted bitter bitch. OB3.
Jeez. Oh, Matt Pitt made Paige Christie make up with Edwin. See, he's the peacemaker. I love Matt Pitt.
That's Matt Pitt's job in the community. That's absolutely his job in the community. I bet you he did.
There's been relationships that I like. We had such a bad falling out that I never thought I would speak to those people ever again.
Yeah.
And he's mended those bridges. So that guy, he's got a talent.
He
and Willie Mack have a talent.
They really do. They really, really do. And you know what? And I appreciated y'all so much. All of y'all coming on to the stream on last Monday. Oh, that was so good. And I appreciate because y'all, you came out with the fire of cussing somebody out 3 times, and Matt Pitt with the questions. Although the last question about taking her out to eat was like, okay, Matt, you troll. And then Willie Matt coming in with the common sense. Check my Twitter. Why am I checking my Twitter? I am live right now, Nerdy John. Why am I checking my Twitter?
That's some shit that Nerdy John pulls all the time. Yo, sideline everything you're doing right now to check my Twitter. This fucking guy.
Yeah, let me stop my show. Apparently, Nerdy John ratted you out and says, Tipster just challenged Dead on Dave to a mock boxing match to see who keeps Xylie Star in the harem. And freaking Internet Unwind was like, I'll ref.
Hell yeah, dude. That's just funny. The funny thing is, Dave will say something about it on his next show, too.
Yeah, he really will. He really will. Don't worry, Dave. Remember, Dave, you had me first, okay? Just remember that, Dave. You had me first.
You were commenting on that last stream, though. That last stream, it really was really good. Mm-hmm. You can attest to this, that leading up to that, like once you told me you were getting that dude on, I was like, you better let me call in and yell at him.
That was literally the first thing out of Tipster's mouth when I told him, hey, I got the dude, he's gonna come on. And he was like, you better let me yell at him. You better let me yell at him. And when I got over the dude because he kept repeating himself, I'm like, all right, Tipster, come on in. I ain't gonna say, that's why I said I ain't gonna say none. None.
Well, the thing is, like, and I think Willie Matt kind of hit it on the head in that stream when he commented later on, like, my personality or whatever. I get really, like, protective of my friends, right? And after the whole Belle Aubrey thing, me and Eugenia started talking a bit, and we've developed a bit of a friendship. And so, like, I get like super fucking protective of her whenever I see people make these ridiculous claims about her. It kind of really pisses me off.
Well, that pisses me off because the claims have literally they're going from family member to family member, but then the claims about you and Willie and Harley, I'm like, what?
Yeah, there's been this, I can't remember the Twitter name, but it's probably for the best, so I don't give them any juice. But there's this Twitter account that for months now has been replying to everybody I know with Tipster runs this alt account called, is it Emo? I think it's Emo J. Tipster runs this alt account called Emo J, and he moderates for Eugenia Cooney, and he harbors predators in her community. And it's like, where did they come up with this ridiculous shit? I don't understand it.
I don't know.
Like, do you think they're just trolling and they just say it just to like make shit up, or do you think they actually believe that?
I think they're antis and they're crazy because I'm telling you, my history of watching anti-communities, they all end up doing stupid shit like that. They all end up doing stupid shit. It's like they get into a hive mind and then reality leaves them. And then they start coming up with crazy ass conspiracies. It's crazy. That's why you always hear me say antis, because antis end up being like that every time, it seems like. Seriously.
Yeah. And then what did they call fucking Willie Mac? A Nesion 2.0 or some shit?
Yes, I don't get that. Like, what?
How?
Like, Willie Mac is nowhere near. What? He's nowhere near Nesion.
It's so bizarre. I don't understand the logic there, but it's funny to point and laugh at. So
yeah, absolutely. And supposedly Willie Mac's doing another Eugenia Cooney video. He's waiting on the sponsors, so my guess is it's coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday, and I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, hopefully it's really soon because I want to check that out.
Yeah, me too, because I know he wasn't particularly happy about the Nesion 2.0 shit.
Yeah, and then like that whole conversation with chest pains, whatever the fuck their name is.
Yeah,
was just so bizarre. Some of like the arguments they were making and stuff, it just didn't make any sense.
He wasn't really even making arguments. I mean,
No.
like, I will say this about him though. Now, I will say this. He held it together well. He didn't freak out. He didn't start going blah, 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 or nothing. He actually held his own in the sense of he did not freak the fuck out.
Yeah. The whole like, oh, the algorithm locked my channel into Eugenia Cooney videos, so that's all I can do. It's like, bitch, I've been doing YouTube since 2006. The algorithm doesn't lock you into a certain type of content. You saw what gets you views, and so you keep making that because it's getting you views. Let's be real.
Well, I like how he blamed somebody else for his channel tags.
Yeah. He had like Eugenia Cooney in the fucking channel tags, and he's like, "Well, I hired some SEO engineer to put those in there for me, so they did that."
It's like, what, dude? Just come on now. You can't tell me. Lord have mercy. And then here comes Willie Mac. Well, I can't really get on him for that because I had Logan Paul for like 2 years on mine. I'm like, oh my God, Willie, you're so stupid. He is so stupid. So when I listened to that podcast that y'all did, I heard I was actually pleasantly surprised, and because I haven't heard you talk about like going to therapy and stuff like that, and like your road to getting there, and I thought it was really good of you to speak out loud about that. Like, I knew it in the DMs, but of course I never said anything, obviously, but why don't you tell people about that? You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was really good that you said that, and I think it's a really good example. Like, listen, if you need help, go get it.
Yeah. So, like, I've known for a while now that my mental health hasn't been, like, in the best place or whatever, and admittedly, like, I wasn't doing what I needed to do to address it. So, it was just one of those things where, like, I always knew I needed to do something about it, but I just didn't know, like, what or even how to get started. And so, based on, like, the past, I want to say it was, like, the past year and a half or so, a lot of people have seen, like, I had these, like, cringy fucking outbursts on Twitter and stuff. So, I'm like, okay, it's time for this shit to stop. So, like, I don't normally do New Year's resolutions, but this year I did. And it was basically, like, get the mental health in check. So, I finally agreed to let my doctor put me on some kind of meds. So, I'm taking some meds right now. And then also seeing a therapist, rather. So that's what I've kind of been up to since about late January, early February, something like that.
That's good. And does it seem to be working for you? I mean, is it working out?
The way I put it on Matt's show was like, it's kind of like if you ever had one of those like joint or bone injuries where they have to break the bone for it to heal first.
Mhm.
They kind of have to break you before they fix you. So like a lot of like the start of it. Well, first of all, the very start of it is like they have to like make you feel comfortable with them.
Right.
So there's a lot of just like general chatting until like you feel comfortable with the therapist. And once you're comfortable, then you feel a little bit more comfortable opening up. So you start sharing experiences with your life about them, or with them rather. And then from there, they can kind of like, you know, develop a plan of like, this is what you need to do to fix this. This is what you need to do to address that. This caused you trauma, and maybe you didn't realize it caused you trauma. That sort of thing. You have to be willing to really open up to these people. Otherwise, you're never gonna, you know, get any solutions to your problems. So far, like what's going on right now is a lot of breaking down those walls of like discovering things about myself that I didn't know about myself. So we haven't quite gotten to the healing phase yet.
Okay.
But I'm learning a lot of interesting things about myself that I didn't realize.
And that's good. I remember you telling me about it in DMs, and I told you that, you know what, I'm really proud of you for taking that step. And I'm going to say it publicly. I'm very proud of you for taking that step, because a lot of people are like, for me personally, I've always been too scared to take that step. So I come online and yell at people and cuss people out and shit, and that's my personal therapy. You know, that's how I do things. But I've always been too scared to take that step. And I think it's awesome that you're doing it. And I think it's a good example and a good, you know, like almost like not a lead, because you're not really leading, but you're just giving the example that it's okay to do it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Because there's a stigma about people going to therapy.
Yeah. Well, especially in these like online communities, because a lot of people see that shit as like, oh, a YouTuber saying that they're going to therapy. They're just using that as an excuse so they can't be criticized or whatever. And I do think that there is a case where that happens for like a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those people. Like if I say I'm doing something, like I mean it.
Right.
So yeah.
No, I think it's awesome, dude. I think it's awesome. Yeah. And the chat seems to think it's awesome too. Hell yeah. Cringy said, of course. That, of course, Cringy's like, unless that therapist is Katie Morton, my nemesis. She still hates Katie Morton. Cringy still hates Katie.
Cringy, how did you know? Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding.
You guessed
or
it,
BetterHelp. Or BetterHelp, as long as you're not okay, as long as it's not Katie Morton or you're not going to BetterHelp.
Oh my god. That's awesome, dude. So let me ask you something. Why don't you tell the people about your channel, like when you started it, what you started out doing, you know, just in case some people in the audience don't know who you are.
Yeah, so obviously my channel, it's just what I go by, which is Tipster. I started many moons ago with some of you guys probably weren't even watching YouTube yet back when I started way back in 2006. I started as a gaming channel. I used to do a lot of retro gaming videos, and my channel's gone through like many different phases over the years. I started with retro gaming. I kind of did tech videos for a while. I circled back to like gaming, but it was more like gaming news. And then eventually I ended up where I'm at now, which is doing like commentary content, commenting on trending news topics, mostly centered around social media influencers. So I've been doing this a long time, and I've tried a lot of different things over the years. And I don't know, I kind of pretty happy with where I'm at now in terms of doing trending news topics via live streams. It's a lot of fun.
Well, a lot of people who know me in the background, actually Cringy would be one of them. Because Cringy has known me, actually, I think before I even started this channel. She knew me back when I had my DIY channel, which is now deleted, people, so don't go try to find it. Cringy knew that I was a big fan of yours, and knowing that I can't record, I do horrible recordings. Oh my god. I wanted to do what you were doing, but like live stream form. Like it was your commentary that made me want to crawl into the space, and I've been crawling into the space ever since.
Really? I didn't know that. Aw.
Yeah. You asshole for kicking me out of your fucking chat.
Hey, you're back now. It's all good. Water under the bridge. It's behind us.
Water under the bridge. Water off a duck's back. But no, yeah seriously. You I enjoyed your content. Again, like I said, all my older friends before I even started this channel would know. I used to talk about your content all the time. And I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. But I don't want to do. And that's back when before you were live streaming all the time. And you were just doing like the videos.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I want to do, but I can't do video form, so maybe I can try doing that in a live stream form. And that's literally what started me covering commentary community subjects, you know, and I broke away from what I was covering before. So yeah, it was because of you asshole.
Yeah, and I actually started doing like the live stream stuff back in like 2016, where I would do live streams and I would clip parts of my streams out and turn them into videos. So when I came back to doing that as like a commentary channel, it was more like me just coming back to doing something I had already done before.
Right.
So yeah, I think I'm a lot like you in the sense that I do things better as just like a natural talker rather than doing like heavily scripted and edited content. Because even when I was doing the videos, I was just like recording using OBS, talking off, you know, just sharing my thoughts off the top of my head. And then like, I would just add my intro and outro at the end of it. So like, even then it was kind of like it was live, but it wasn't live, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I tried to do that and I just can't do it. I for some reason, if the camera is on me and there's not an audience on the other side of that camera, I get extremely nervous where I start getting frogs in my throat and then I have coughing fits. And then I'm like, I have to get over my nerves. I can't do it. I physically cannot do it. And don't ask me to edit anything. Willie Mack already got me on that. I can't edit worth shit. No.
Well, I'm not a good editor either, so I don't blame you for that. Which is why I do the off the cuff thing, because I can't edit.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, you know, I started streaming on Mixer, so I'm even like I was always used to streaming. You know, I was used to, you know, like you do now, like when you're playing Resident Evil, you know, I'm used to playing a game, telling people about a mechanic, talking to people in the chat, trying to beat this boss, you know, and all this shit, and it comes natural for me. That scripted shit can kiss my ass. I am not doing it.
Yeah, you mentioned to me fairly recently that you like started on Mixer, and I was like, I didn't know that. Like, I had no idea until you told me.
I went on Edwin's show last night, and I would like to make this very public. Edwin bullied me. Okay, I went on Edwin's show last night, and he was like, I don't get your ad, or it was either he said it before I went on or something, but he was like, I don't get your ad. It's Xylie Star Gaming. So I went up there, I was like, look, I used to be a streamer on Mixer. He was like, girl, that was years ago. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm changing my ad. I'm changing it.
Have you changed it yet, or it hasn't changed yet?
I'm going to change it probably right after we get done with this. So
yeah, you got to get on that, because I've always wondered that too. Like, why is it like Xylie Star Gaming?
Yes,
that makes sense.
Yes, I've heard Nicholas Dioria make a comment going, I don't know why it's Xylie Star Gaming or something like that. I've had several people ask me, why is it Xylie Star Gaming? You don't really game. I said, first of all, I'm still a gamer, always been a gamer. I've been a gamer longer than you've been alive. Okay, just saying. But, you know, I kept it. That's where I started off at, so.
Well, it's like me when I first started with commentary, too. My Twitter handle at the time was Tipster Gaming, because I had just come into the gaming scene. So even I had that for a while where my Twitter handle still said gaming in it, even though I wasn't really doing gaming content anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to change my ad tonight. Probably when I get off of here after I do, like, the description box and shit like that.
For sure, for sure.
Skip says, you have a gaming channel, though. I do have a gaming channel, though, where I play, like, video games and we watch videos and, you know, reactive videos and stuff like that. That's true now, but, you know, it's probably better that I do something with it because, yeah, it's confusing people.
Yeah, because of, like, people are seeing you randomly on Twitter. Like, maybe they see one of your tweets get retweeted or something. Like, oh, she does a gaming channel. I like gaming. Let me go check her out. And then it's like you're talking about drama instead. It sends like a mixed message.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. She's not gaming. She's yelling at people on camera. What is wrong with this bitch? Look, Amber Chick said it should be at Xylie Star bitchin'. You know what, Amber Chick? I have the worst minds.
I like it. I like it.
No! No!
Why not? It's awesome.
No! No, we are not doing that, Amber Chick. Thank you very much.
You do be bitching at people, though.
I don't bitch. I'm just I'm animated. I don't get mad. I just, you know, it's just my personality.
It's you and it's that chick, Peanut. Do you remember Peanut, the one that Tommy got in an argument with?
Oh my God, I was modding for Peanut when she got in that argument with Tommy. So I had to watch that conversation twice because when he made that god awful noise, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? So I had to go back and watch his stream to see what he did. Oh my God, that was so awesome.
It was the funniest thing because he wanted to make a point and she just wouldn't let him. She kept interrupting him. So Oh man, that was the greatest stream ever. My favorite was like when he called her a bitch, and he's like, "Why did you make me say that?"
Did you see their anniversary stream?
Yeah, I did. I listened to it live.
It was funny. Good. She said, "Yeah, that last one when I interrupted you when you went off, it was on purpose." I was like, "Hell yeah, girl! Hell yeah!"
That's funny. Yeah, she's a hoot. I love her.
Yeah, Peanut was awesome, and she handled them good too, because he took that L. I don't care what anybody says. Tommy took that L.
Yeah. Definitely subscribe to her friend Angry Pistachio.
Yeah, I think that's her sister.
Her sister. Yeah, her sister. Gotcha.
Yes, that stream was absolutely amazing. I'm gonna be honest. I was when Tommy went over our stream on Monday, and when I saw Tommy going over it, I was like, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Because I mean, Tommy, it's either one way or either he likes you or he don't like you. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh God, oh God. And he called me an old broad, so now I changed my Discord. My Discord notification, not notification, but a little shit under your name, going old broad with a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Because hell yeah.
Hell yeah, you gotta embrace the meme. Kind of like how I embrace the goth mommies meme. You gotta do it, man.
Oh no, you absolutely. And you know, that's important. You said that too on that podcast, and that's something that you and I have talked about. I embrace the meme. You know,
yeah.
You see what my Discord server name is. You know,
yeah.
I made it, you know, when we had the buses as, the member can use the bus emojis or whatever. I did that because I was called a 70-year-old bus driver. Well, guess what? I am now the bus driver. Get the fuck off my bus.
And that was Augie again, right? Who called you that?
That was Augie. And matter of fact, that was the catalyst of me and you fighting that day because he had retweeted me and he said something about calling me a 70-year-old bus driver. I thought that shit was funny. And then all of a sudden you retweeted me and then me and you got into it. And that was our huge fight on Twitter. That's how
it's funny though, because he's not wrong though, because you do have the school bus driver look. My mom, she worked for years as a school bus driver, so I got, you know, to meet her like coworkers and stuff, and you have that school bus driver look. Real talk.
What the hell is a school bus driver look?
They have a certain look to them, and you fit the bill.
I have been called internet mom. I get called an internet auntie all the time, and now I'm being told I actually look like a school bus driver, though. What, Indigo? What?
Yeah, I just saw that. They said she does, though. It's a certain look that they have, and you have it.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
There's another aspect to that look, too, but I'm not going to comment on that because I feel like it would be inappropriate.
Will I literally kick your ass for saying it?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
Do you just want me to say it? I mean, I have your permission to just say it.
Yeah, say it.
So, like, I don't know if this applies to you because I've never seen your derriere, but they tend to have a flat ass too because they just sit on their ass all day, and the bus is like bouncing around, so they're bouncing around on the seat, and it just flattens their ass cheeks.
We are going to fight. I am going once this is done. I'm going to cuss you the fuck out for saying that.
I'm telling you, look at any bus driver's ass. It's always flat every time.
I don't know any bus drivers.
Any bus driver. Look at it.
Oh, my God.
I am not the right for your channel.
Listen, my channel is always evolving. You know, it's
funny. I feel like your audience has no idea. Dude, you guys need to swing by a Tipster stream sometime. Things get interesting.
I always listen on Dead on Dave and on Tipster. There's always a point when I'm in the calls when they're live and I'm literally asking myself out loud, how did I get here? How did I get here? Because how the conversations go.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Y'all are bad. Xylie got that bus driver junk in her trunk. Tipster said it. Amber, shut the hell up.
I said I never seen her derriere, nor am I asking to see it. So
I
don't know. I don't know.
He ain't going to.
No, I didn't ask.
I ain't one of those
girls.
Wanna.
Nope, I don't want to.
Oh
you're not a goth mommy, so I'm not interested.
No, hell no, I'm not. I am getting that sweatshirt though. Not gonna lie.
Cringy says it's a commendable career choice. Yeah, I mean, bus drivers are great. They get paid well. They provide a valuable service to the community. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They just have a certain look to them.
Matt Pitt is literally in the chat going, Xylie, real quick, can you scream quiet down back there? You know, Matt Pitt, shut the fuck up.
No, for real.
I am not going to scream. Quiet down back there.
Look over the back of your gaming chair and scream. Quiet down back there. Do it.
No, I'm not. But I will say that I'm always constantly telling them if they don't shut the hell up in my chat that I'm going to end up turning the bus around.
Yeah,
Shit.
see, there you go.
Always telling them I'm going to turn the bus around.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my chat. Xylie, I'm going to pull this bus over if y'all don't stop talking. Well, yeah, that's about right, Matt. That's about what I say.
Yeah. That's too funny.
My chat, listen, my mods, I have the worst and the best mods in the world. My mods literally, like some of my mods actually pay me to troll me. Literally. Amber Chick, I'm always getting a middle finger from her. She's always telling me to fuck off. Always.
Gee, that's too funny.
My mods
I've seen like during your streams, you have an interesting community in your chat. Like they seem like really cool people, honestly.
Well, one thing I will say about my community and about, everyone who comes into my chats, they actually come from all over the place on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. And that's one thing I like, because in my chats, no matter what subject we're covering, you'll see different perspectives, and they'll actually have conversations about it in the chat, and
nice.
It's cool. And it's cool, and they don't really fight with each other. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Amber Chick for $4.99. 2 middle fingers telling me, ma'am. Thank you for the $4.99, Amber, but I reject what you said to me, you bitch.
Yo, what's my percentage of these super chats, by the way?
You're not getting a percentage of the super chat. I'm using you for money. I'm using you for money. Just letting you know.
I could have swore I signed a contract that I was getting like 25%.
I could tell you now, if I wrote up a contract, it definitely wouldn't be 25%.
How much would it be?
We
can negotiate
2.
right now. It's not
maybe
too late
2.
to negotiate.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2%.
10.
10%? 10% for what? Sitting here telling stories and telling me
Dude,
about how
you have my name. You have my name in the fucking title, so you can milk my name for views. I get 10%.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
I'll have my people contact your people. All right.
You can tell your people right now. I said fuck off. I'm just saying. Just saying. Amber Chick's like 10% my ass.
Hey, I think that's very generous, okay? I think that's very fair.
I'm a good pimp. I'm a good pimp. I don't take everything. I'll give you like 2%. Just saying.
Okay. We'll talk later.
So what do you think has been your favorite story to cover?
I think I commented on this because I've been doing a lot of like podcast appearances and shit.
You
lately.
have actually. Yeah.
I like doing them. I've never really done them before, but I like doing them, especially for like smaller channels. I really enjoy doing them. But it's definitely like the Eugenia Cooney thing, because I feel like with the Eugenia Cooney thing, like something was actually being achieved. It wasn't just like ranting about someone doing something stupid. Like something actually was achieved with that. Where I feel like it really turned the tides of a lot of people's opinions on Eugenia Cooney, and it kind of cleared up some things that were being spread as like misinformation about her.
Yeah.
So that's probably like my proudest like moment on YouTube, because I feel like I actually accomplished something with that. Both me and Willie. I can't take all the credit. Like, he was definitely part of that.
Well, the one thing I will say about that Eugenia Cooney time, it was amazing. You were streaming, so you didn't see Paige's stream, but when Paige was streaming, when you looked in that chat and you saw all the different type of content creators, it's like it brought everybody together. You had commentary community, you had beauty drama community people in there. I think there was a candle maker in there. There was a little bit of everybody in there, and everybody was standing up going, leave Eugenia alone. That was you're right, it brought everybody together for a good cause. It absolutely did. And
I see Rainmaker in the chat saying Eugenia Cooney still gets unnecessary hate. This is very true, but
yes.
Like, you don't understand the degree to which she was getting hate prior to me and Willie kind of stepping up and clearing up a lot of things, because there were channels on a massive scale that were talking about her and spreading literal lies and misinformation about her. Now it's just these little fucking irrelevant nobodies that are like talking about her, which still sucks. They're still harassing her. They're still spreading misinformation about her. But like, we were able to show these big channels that were talking about her that, hey, you got this all wrong. And since then, the big channels have backed off.
Well, I will say this. It's like what Willie said on Monday. The good news is videos like that chest pains dude, it's not getting 100,000 views
Right.
like it was before.
Yeah.
You
Some people
know?
were getting millions of views off of Eugenia Cooney
Right,
and
right.
spreading literal bullshit about her.
Yep. But yeah, no, it really did bring everybody together. It really did. I have to admit, my favorite drama that I covered, it'd have to be Creepshow. It would have to be, because Creepshow is what I got monetized off of. So I always,
Creepshow's fun.
well, when we talk about like monetization, I always throw out, thanks Creepshow. Just saying, because I got monetized off of her before. When that shit's dropped, I wasn't at 1,000, and as the story was developing and all that crazy shit come out, and then she did what she did to her friends and you and shit like that, I was like, boom, 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 and then I got monetized right in the middle of it.
I still don't understand why she hated me so much that she went on that unhinged rant about me or whatever.
You know why?
Because it's like, I was the only one that, yeah, I disagree with you, and I think that you're not telling us the full truth here, Shannon, but I'm willing to still hear you out. And she, like, got pissed at that for some reason. Like, I think she thought that I was just going to use whatever she told me for content. And it's like, no, like, this is someone that I was friendly with. I don't think, a lot of people think we were closer than we actually were. Like, we didn't talk as much as I think a lot of people think, but we were still pretty friendly. And so I was like, look, I don't think you're telling us the whole truth, but I'm still willing to hear you out. When most people had already decided, fuck that, I'm not, I don't want anything to do with her anymore. And somehow that made her mad.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Creepshow had the same mindset about you as some other creators who were trying to start shit with you out of the blue and keep it going for years. I think for some reason, I think they take your kindness and the shit that you have talked about as a weakness. And I think that they think they can get away with that shit, honestly.
Well, I also think part of it is, like, that's probably a big part of it. But I mean, we have so many characters in the content creator community, especially like in the commentary community, where people put on a facade of like what they want people to think they are, and they're not actually that person.
Right.
So I think that people see me as like this guy who puts on this like image of being the nice guy, but I'm not actually that guy. And anybody who knows me behind the scenes knows, like, no, that's not the case. Like, what you see is what you get. But they want to find anything they can to try and like prove that that's not the case.
Right.
Like, they try really fucking hard to try and prove that I'm not who I present myself as. Like, I'm just a character.
Yeah, because honestly, like, some people who are trying to start shit with you and some of the shit they say, I'm like, you just honestly don't know, and you're going off of old shit. Honestly.
I mean, like, I'm not going to act like I'm a perfect person. I've definitely
no, you're not, definitely. Believe me, I'm cussing at you all the time. But, you know.
But I'm not this like horrible monster that for whatever reason people think that I am. I don't understand it, but it is what it is.
Well,
I've learned to deal with it.
It's okay. There's times where people want to ruin my reputation and say that I'm actually nice. You know, that's one bad thing about Willie. He'll actually tell people I'm nice. I'm like, damn it, Willie, you're you know, don't break the facade. Let everybody think I'm a bitch.
Don't tell everybody I'm nice. I want to be mean. I want to be a fucking bitch. Yeah.
I'm the asshole, goddammit. I'm the asshole. Yeah,
sure.
But I mean, I don't know. I just, that whole Creepshow thing with you, I couldn't believe how, like, dude, she wrote a whole page for you. I was like, what? Ma'am.
The best thing was so when the extended version or the original cut, whatever you want to call it, leaked out, and then like Big B did that unhinged like rereading of it. It was the best, dude.
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. And then while he was reading the unhinged, they were doing like the drawings on the paint, like on paint and shit, and it was just like, oh my god, it was amazing. I love that video. That video was so good.
It's so good. Hell yeah. Big B's good people.
Yeah, he seems like he's nice. I mean, I've never talked to him, of course, you know, because small fry, but, you know, he seems like he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've had a few interactions with him, and they've been nothing but pleasant every time.
Yeah, I mean, I see him on Twitter, and I've heard him on, like, a podcast, and where, oh, God, what is it with, oh, God, with Diorio, Turkey Tom, and Lord Vega.
Podcast. Half Baked.
Yes, Lord Vega. Yes. But yeah, now, does anybody in the chat have any questions for Tipster here?
All questions welcome, even embarrassing things about me. Feel free.
Don't
I told
start no
Xylie the same
shit
thing.
though.
I told Xylie the same thing last night because there was like one particular topic where she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna bring that up," and I'm like, "Dude, you can bring that up."
Well,
if you
I
want.
didn't want to. It was well, the way I look at it, y'all straighten things out, and everything's cool, and it's like really personal. You know, it's like, okay, for example, when Diorio and Tommy broke up, right? It was interesting as shit, and I was thinking about doing a live stream about it, but then I was like, you know what? It honestly seems really personal. I don't feel comfortable covering it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I hate to see people fall out.
Yeah. Well, I think what's one thing I'd would like to share about that is there's a lot of people behind the scenes who like. So Matt Pitt got me and this person to talk it out, okay, and we're friendly again, and a lot of people take a lot of issue with that. And what people don't understand, because the way that was portrayed when that shit went down, was that this was just some random e-girl that I had like a fucking e-crush on or some shit like that. And nothing could be further from the truth. Like, I was like close friends with this person. So this is one of those things, like, it's not easy to just like, even though what people would argue is that what this person did to me was like really fucking horrible. It's not easy to just walk away from someone that you're that close to.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, people on the outside looking in, they don't understand what the relationship was there. They just don't get it.
Right. Well,
You
the
know?
way
The way I always look at it is like, sometimes friends get in heated arguments and really fucked up shit happens, but like the real ones are the ones that can come back from that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the way I look at it is this. If it makes you feel better to mend that bridge, then do it. Then do it. If it makes you feel better to mend that bridge, then absolutely do it. I just live by the mantra myself personally. I'll forgive, but I'll never forget. Never forget.
And here's the thing, like, even if you mend a bridge, you could still forgive and not forget. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's one of those things, like, I'm not going to act like that I'm not still cautious with this person.
Right.
And again, it's going to take a while for the bridge to fully mend with this person.
Right.
But I don't know, just a lot of the people who are like really upset about the fact that I'm even talking to this person again, they just don't understand the relationship. And I don't think they ever will.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, like I said, good for you. If it makes you feel better to do that, then you know what? Fuck what everybody else says. Because that's your business. That's not theirs when it boils down to it.
Pretty much.
You know?
But I will say this, like, I understand their concern comes from a place of, you know, concern and like actually caring about me and shit. So I do appreciate it. I might disagree with it, but I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. Because I even told you some concern about that. You know, I had concerns about it too. But when it boils down to it, you're a grown ass man, and I'm not your mama. You know, so that's what it boils down to. All right, I'm gonna pick a couple of these questions. Oh, here's a good one. Pink Circle asks, "Do you think John Swan can be redeemed?"
It really depends on what you mean by redeemed. Like, can he like still have a successful career as a content creator? Yeah, sure. I think as long as he like lays low, doesn't get himself into any other dumb shit, and just kind of sticks to his content. Yeah, sure. I think he can, you know, still have a fairly successful career as a content creator. Is he ever going to be able to rebuild his reputation the way it was in terms of like the rest of the community, like with other creators? Probably not, because not only did like he lie in spectacular fashion to us once, but he did it to us twice.
Right.
So it's really hard to get people to trust you again when you've gone through shit like that. So I think he can come back as a creator, but not necessarily have the same reputation he once had in the community. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I would think community-wise, probably not, but as a creator, because John does have talent. He can edit his ass off.
No denying that.
And he does have talent. And I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Cringy wants to know where you at. Yes, will you be doing a stream ranking your harem members?
See, the problem
is you
is
better say no.
When you run a successful harem,
oh my god,
you want every girl to think that they're the girl. Okay, so you can't do that. You can't rank them in front of everybody. That just messes everything up. You can't do that.
You know what? Me and Mrs. Tipster, we're gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna be right there helping her whoop your ass.
Speaking of that, Speaking of that, on Instagram, me and Mrs. Tipster did a bit recently. The whole bit was like, I asked her, hey, you know, when we were getting into the car right now, you called me something. What did you call me? And she says, I called you sexy. And I was like, you called me sexy? And she's like, yeah, I called you sexy. And I was like, well, I wish that were true, because if that were true, I could definitely attract more goth mommies. And she like slapped me on the shoulder. Everybody thought like I legitimately pissed her off with that. It's like, no, it was a fucking bit. We were both in on it.
Yeah, but you deserve that slap, though. I'm all with her about. I back her up. Wolf Boy wants to know, what's your favorite video game console?
You can't go wrong with. This is a hard choice because there's like two that I really hold like near and dear to my heart from my childhood. So I'm just gonna name both of them. You can't go wrong with either the Super Nintendo or the original PlayStation. A lot of good games on those.
I think my husband would agree with you on that one.
Yeah, the original PlayStation and the Super Nintendo are just fantastic.
'Cause
Some of
those-
my best gaming memories come from those two platforms.
And those are the two consoles he always goes back and. I mean, he has like almost all the old consoles, and we got them all hooked up to an old TV and stuff like that. But those are the two consoles he likes to goes back and plays.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you look at my streams, that's all I play: Super Nintendo and original PlayStation. So.
Yep. Hold on. There was something. Somebody asked something. No, we're not talking about that. Shit. Oh, how much did you love Storyfire? Okay, Tiller.
So, as a platform, like the very concept of Storyfire, I thought was really cool. It's like an alternative where like you don't have the same restrictions that you have like with YouTube. And then also the whole like social aspect to it, where it's basically like it's YouTube, but it also has like blogging and Twitter built into it. I thought it was a cool idea. The problem is it was run by complete and utter fucking idiots. So like nothing could ever get done there. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I feel bad for anyone who supported me on that platform, because they have this system where you can buy this stuff called Blaze, and you can donate that Blaze to other creators, right?
Yep.
And people bought Blaze and donated it to me. I have a bank of over 30,000 Blaze on there. I don't know how much that's worth in terms of dollars, but people donated Blaze to me. And if you happen to be one of those people that donated Blaze to me, I regret to inform you that I never saw a cent from that. So they've been talking about for like a year and a half now how, oh, cashing out Blaze, it's coming soon, it's coming soon. It's still not there. I have no way to cash out that Blaze. So I really feel bad for anybody who donated to me, because I didn't see a cent of that money. Yeah, it's just run by really dumb people. Jesse from McJuggernuggets, the guy who was running the show over there, he'd rather like do all these stupid fucking publicity stunts to try and get attention on the platform, and really all it did was make people lose faith in the platform. So it was a great idea, but it was just run by the wrong people.
Has anyone made a video about that yet?
I know I've done videos on Storyfire before. I believe Optimus has done videos on Storyfire before. I think I've seen some other people too, but those are the ones that come to mind. Mainly Optimus. He did some pretty good videos on it.
I might have to look that up, and we can do a YouTube history type of stream with that one.
Yeah, it was like really like it was a great idea, because McJuggernuggets is like, look, I keep getting demonetized for my videos. They're too edgy for YouTube. So let's create a platform where people can make that kind of content and not have to worry about demonetization. So everybody was like super hyped, like, let's go, let's support Storyfire. And then like everybody just kind of got screwed, and the platform's dead now. Like if you go to Storyfire now, like some of the stuff that's on the trending page has like not even 100 views, or they're like popping they're manually putting stuff on trending that was uploaded like a year or two ago. So it's like this platform is so dead.
Well, it kind of needs to be, because it was a scam. Like those people who gave that money to the Blaze, to those creators, y'all didn't get it. So that means they took the money from those people.
Yeah. The funniest thing about it, though, is I want to say it was about a month ago, Augie was doing a stream about Storyfire. And so he like posted on the social feed. I don't remember what he posted, but I posted too. I was like, it's dead around here. And the few people who do still use Storyfire, they're so damn loyal that if you say anything negative about Storyfire, they jump on that ass, dude. Like it was crazy to see the response that me and Augie got because we shit on a dead platform.
I mean, that platform should be shat on. I mean, it pisses me off that the simple fact that you had, viewers who gave up their money to give y'all the blaze, and y'all haven't even been cashed out. So in other words, they just took their money. They didn't even utilize it the way it was supposed to be utilized. That's a scam. In my book, that's a scam. You know? Because y'all should, because how long have y'all been off of there?
I stopped using it. Now you got me wondering, because like I still have my account. Let me.
It's like
I
been
think
over a year, hasn't it?
It's got to be at least over a year. Let me check my channel. When was my last upload? My last upload was exactly a year ago. It was Drifter Just Exposed 8 Thoughts. And I got 94 views on this fucking video.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, literally, I don't know. I look at it as like it was a scam. Yeah, I wish Mixer was still around too, Nerdy John.
See, I liked Mixer too. I didn't stream there very much, but I thought it was cool just to have like another option. My favorite thing about like the Mixer versus Twitch war, and this is going to be like nostalgia for anybody who was into wrestling like I used to be when I was younger. It reminded me of the days of WWF, now WWE, versus WCW, and how they were poaching each other's talent. So like a lot of people will say like these announcement videos are really cringy when somebody jumps ship to another platform. I love it because it's literally like that moment where you're watching the competing show and the guy who used to be on the other show is now on like WCW, and you're like, oh my God, what are they doing here? It's the same sort of thing. So I missed that like Mixer was like the one that kind of got the ball rolling on that stuff because it was fun to watch.
It was. Yeah. It was. You know, and then now we have like, well, Sykkuno came over here, and now Myth has come over here, and oh my God, what's her name? I can't think of it because of ADHD moment. Oh, Lily Pichu came over here, and a lot of people's come over here. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it.
It was also funny to see how like that move to Mixer for Ninja killed his viewership. That dude was getting up to 100,000 live viewers sometimes on Twitch, right? He moves over to Mixer, he doubles that for the first week, right?
Yep.
And then it goes like rock bottom. I remember this stream where he was collabing with like Tim the Tatman and a couple other big names that were playing like Fortnite together. And they're like, yo, how many live viewers you got over there on Mixer? And he tries to say it with confidence, but you can tell he's kind of embarrassed to admit it. He's like, oh, I don't know. I got like 1,200 people watching right now. And they just start roasting him. They're like, dude, you used to pull 100,000 live viewers. Now you got 1,200 people watching.
Here is the problem. Here is the problem with Mixer. Mixer, really, most of your viewers were other people who streamed. That was the problem. They had a problem with outside people coming in. So really, a lot of your viewers were other streamers. So when they weren't streaming, they were watching other streamers. It wasn't outside people coming in and seeing everybody. But you know what? Him and Shroud, they made a pretty penny, and they did what they got. Let's see, they brought them to over, and it was not even a year. And they told him, hey, you can go to Facebook Gaming, because they sold it to Facebook Gaming. And they both of them were like, no, pay me my money.
Yeah.
And then boom, they cashed out. It was a perfect business move for them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of alternative platforms. Like, especially like when you're looking at people who compete with like YouTube, like VidMe back in the day, or Vimeo did a big push. They're still around, but not as successful. Dailymotion, all these alternatives that kind of come and go. Is that a lot of the people who go over there to these alternatives are like, well, I couldn't be successful on YouTube, but maybe I can be successful here, right? And so it's a bunch of creators just trying to become the top dog of the new platform.
Yeah.
And like the audience doesn't come because the audience is like, well, YouTube's the big platform. Twitch is the big platform. Why am I going to leave for this dinky little website that nobody knows about? So nobody ever gets any traction, and the platforms inevitably die, which sucks because I think competition is good. Competition leads competing platforms to do better and improve. I mean, look what's going on between Twitch and YouTube right now in terms of streaming. Like, we're getting a lot of benefits as YouTube streamers because of the competition they have with Twitch. So it's a bummer that there can't be this like really good platform that comes along to compete with YouTube in terms of like their on-demand video content, because it would push YouTube to do better, and they could push each other to do better. But just nobody can pull it off, man. I think the one that sucks the most that I had a lot of like high hopes for was VidMe. So when VidMe failed, like that was a bummer because they had this awesome community aspect to their platform. And when they died, it was just like, fuck, dude. I actually was in touch with the CEO of that company back when they were still around. There was a point when I almost took a job with them. I'm glad I didn't, because not long after that, they fucking went under. But yeah, that one was the one that really sucked to see that platform die.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I noticed too, and this probably be like one of the last things. One thing I noticed, so I watched that stream last night with Diva, and I caught most of the stream with Diva and Stardust, and Diva was talking about like, you know, how people, like a lot of people were running the flamenco story, which I'm not getting into the flamenco story, but I just thought of something when she said that. She was talking about how a lot of people ran on the flamenco story. And one thing I've noticed compared to now versus like 2 years ago, there's a lot more live streamers in the commentary community than there was before.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
or at the very least, like their main content might not be live streaming, but they dabble in it too.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's and I'm seeing that throughout YouTube also more. There's more people actually live streaming than what there was like 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Can I be honest though? A lot of these people who are just getting into it, like they were video commentators and they're now getting into the live streaming thing. Like a lot of them don't understand what makes live streaming so appealing both to the audience and also the people that do it. Like so many of them are so bad at it. But because they have large audiences already, they get a decent turnout on the streams. But like when you actually watch those streams, I don't know, maybe it's just me because I know what I like in live streamed content. Like they don't know what they're doing, so it's not very entertaining. They're just kind of like dictating to the audience. There's no audience interaction or nothing with some of these people.
Yeah.
It's just a video, but unscripted. There's no audience engagement. They just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, with streamers, for me, like sometimes I don't even have to care about what they're streaming about, but because they have such a personality, I'm there and I'm listening to it while I'm like, you know, like washing dishes or doing laundry or something like that. I'm listening to it because of their personality. And if it's something that I think is really funny or something that I really like talking about, then I'll be in the chat. But on the same sense, though, those same people, a lot of those same people who don't know how to live stream very well, at least they can pump out videos because my ass can't pump out videos. I can't do a video to save my life. So I think it's one of those things where people have to understand you have to have a certain decorum when you're live streaming for people to be interested in it, whether it's your personality or your chat interactions. Because I've seen some live streams that they're so funny, they don't really interact with their chat, but they're so funny in their chat, it's so funny on their channel while they're live that it's worth it. It's still worth it. And you just, you know, do what you got to do in the chat. And then you have people, I don't know, people like me. I interact with my chat all the time. I'm always cussing them out, always cussing out my mods and stuff like that. And they cuss me out. You know, it is what it is, you know, and it's just, but then you have people who can make videos and God bless you, because I can't do it. I tell Willie that all the time. I'm like, Willie, you should go live. He goes, I wouldn't know what to do on a live. And I would get canceled so fast if I was live streaming.
Yeah, there's so many of those people that like maybe Augie would like to have them on as a guest, like another commentator, or even myself would like to have them on as a guest or whatever. But because they're so bad at like off the cuff stuff, all they know how to do is write a script and repeat what's on their script.
Yeah.
That they're just like, no, I don't do live streams. Like they refuse to do live streams just because they're like, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
They're not good talkers without that script in front of them.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's not a bad thing. I mean, like they know what they're good at and they stick to what they're good at.
I mean, look, I have respect for people who can do videos because I can't do it. I can't write out a script because I'm so used to talking off the cuff. I can't write a script. I can't tell you. I can't write down exactly word for word what I'm going to say. There's no fucking way I can do that. You know. Yeah. I can ramble.
There's only one time in my entire, I hate to call it a career because I don't really view it as a career. It's more of a hobby. But my entire YouTube career, there's only one time I ever wrote a script for something. It was very recently, and the video that script was written for never got made.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember you
telling
me about that.
You know what that was about. Yeah.
I'm glad. Oh, you know what? Because of the outcome, I'm glad you didn't do it.
I'll have to show you in private the script sometime, though, because it's pretty fucking funny. Because I still have it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yes, I remember hot tub streamers, and you know what? Them girls got their money. I was not mad at them. Just saying.
I'm just gonna be real. If I was born a woman and I had like the assets for it, I would 100% be in that. I'd be on that fucking hot tub. I'd be doing that fucking OnlyFans. Like when Amaranth got that deal to do like porn, $10 million to do like 5 videos, I'd be like, stuff every one of my holes. Like, I'm getting that bag, dude.
Look, I have no hate in my heart for any of those girls. I have no hate in my heart for them. You know what? Get your bag, especially today with how the economy is. If that's how you get your money, you know what? You do it. You do your thing, girl. I am not going to pass judgment on you. I am not going to do it.
The funny thing was, like, I remember when she put that email out where she's like, hey, a porn company offered me $10 million to do porn, like 5 videos for them, and I passed on it. And I remember thinking, like, what are you doing? Like, I would have took that money in a heartbeat. And then a week later, she showed how much she made on OnlyFans. In a lifetime of her OnlyFans account, I want to say it was like $32 million. I'm like, oh, now I know why she turned it down. She don't fucking need it.
Look, if I was young and skinny and had a nice ass body, I can't tell you I wouldn't be doing it. I'm just saying.
Right?
I have
Dude,
no
why
hate.
not?
I have no hate in my heart for what they do. None.
Some of those OnlyFans girls don't even get naked. Like, I have a friend that does OnlyFans, and she makes a pretty nice slice of cash every month, and she don't get naked in there. Some of them girls make good money, and they don't even get naked.
I have no hate in my heart for any of them. None whatsoever. You go ahead, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I would literally do it if I could. The closest thing I can do to that on my streams is taking shots for donos, and that's fun too.
Oh my god, yes, but when you get drunk and start playing a Mike the Bike song 12 goddamn times,
it's so good though, Xylie. The song is so good. I legitimately love that song. That song is partially responsible for bringing me back to commentary.
Yeah,
that's how good it is.
I know it was.
Yeah.
And you played it like 12 times your first night back. It got to the point where I literally remembered the lyrics to the song because you played it so much.
Tippy, come back!
And then the artwork for it was amazing. Oh, it was like you all walking through the door and you had Augie and Tipster. You had Augie and Nicholas and Bo Black's looking all sad at you like, no, don't leave us.
The funniest part is the part where the chorus is like, you can blame Nick and Augie.
Yep. Oh my god, that was so funny. That was so
I actually I couldn't understand all the lyrics when I first like listened to it, but like I noticed like in the description he has the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
There's even a lyric in there that alludes to like the goth mommy situation. Like, are you not gonna clap back at this girl? You can come back and clap at. I don't remember the exact lyric, but like it alludes to that. That whole song was funny, dude.
It was a good song, and you can just feel the heart in it. Like, Aw, because I remember when they were giving you shit, when people were giving you shit about leaving the commentary community, and you can just tell that they honestly did miss you.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing was, I saw like when Nick was kind of saying like I might not make commentary videos anymore. I saw him getting the same shit, and I'm like, see, that's what I had to go through, dog. That's what I had to go through.
Yeah.
In hindsight, like, that's what I was talking about with like the taking the meds and like going on like therapy and shit like that, where like your brain kind of becomes like this emotional roller coaster when you're going through that stuff. So at that moment in time, leaving made sense to me. Like I was like, yeah, this is the right move or whatever. And looking back at it, it's like I was not in the right headspace to be making this fucking decision. So it's a big regret now, but like it made sense at the time.
I still believe you needed the break. Honestly, I still think, although I understand it has hurt your channel, but I think you still made the right decision because I think you need a moment in time to step back and gather yourself.
I will say it was kind of fun to just like hop on stream and play video games for like 3 months straight.
Yeah.
That's another thing is people don't realize how long it was. Like some people thought like, oh, he left for like a week and then he came back. It's like, no, I was gone for 3 months not doing commentary content. So,
oh my god, Amber Chick's like, Xylie, you should leave and let me write you a song while you're on vacation. I'm gonna make a song about this. Oh dear god. Let's go.
I want to hear the Xylie song.
I guarantee you what's gonna be in that song is gonna be a bus driver, old busted bitter bitch is gonna be on there, and a bunch of middle fingers or fuck yous and stuff like that. That's what's gonna be.
If there are now sound effects in the background of a bus honking, like you've done it wrong. It's got to be a school bus honking.
She goes, it will be epic and rude. I know that's right, Amber Chick. Well, dude,
Right.
I appreciate you coming on. I do. I've been meaning to ask you, and I keep forgetting. And I don't know. I've talked to you on Discord, and I messaged you, and then it hit me yesterday. Oh shit! I still haven't asked him. What the fuck? You know. But I appreciate.
That was
you
a funny
coming on.
thing. She's like, I do these at 5 p.m. your time, and I'll let you pick the day. And I was like, well, what about tomorrow? And she's like, oh, okay, we could do tomorrow. So it was like literally a last minute thing.
Yep. Literally. I was like, yeah, I'll move my members. Look, because I usually do members only on Sundays and Thursdays, which, by the way, hey, members, we're doing it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be our members live. I usually do members only on Sundays and Thursdays, but I was like, shit, hell yeah. Okay, Tipster, I'll get you on a Sunday. No big deal. Let's do it. But thanks, man. I appreciate you coming on. You're my buddy now.
Yeah.
So now
absolutely.
if you fuck up, I'm really going to be mean at you, but not in public. If you fuck up in private.
Oh no, you can call me out publicly. You can call me out publicly. That's how we do. Look, you finally accepted that your commentary. That's how we do in this community, all right? We hold each other accountable publicly. We blast each other publicly. Fucking embarrass each other, all right?
Damn
Get
right.
used to it.
And you know what? I'm starting with Homeboy's Got Receipts right now. He says in the chat, Xylie ain't even bitter. Old maybe. You know what, Homeboy Got Receipts? I still, Edwin, I still am getting you for you saying that dusty vagina joke when Tipster went on your damn stream and he started talking about gumming and shit like that. I still need to get you on that shit. I still need to get you on that shit, and I didn't get him on it last night on the stream.
I will say this, that was wrong. I don't even think you got dentures. That was fucked up.
That was fucked up. Just saying. I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of all y'all shit. I'm over everybody's shit.
You love us and you know it.
Fuck
you love
that.
us and you know it.
I'm over everybody's shit. All right, I'm gonna deafen. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Peace out, homie.
So y'all can kiss my ass with the calling me old and shit. I have no recollection of that. Your ass was probably drunk, but that's okay, Edwin. That's okay, because I will get your ass. You know what? All y'all kiss my ass. Old, busted, bitter bitch out. Bye.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no